Hello, this is Dierekor.
En dat is Sean Abraham.
This is the TrailGuide REST API server. And firstly, we have the setup and the middleware. So our stack uses express.js with these key packages. We have JWT and bcrypt for secure authentication. We have Superbase for PostSQL database. We have Multer for photo uploads, and we have helmets and cores for security. The middleware stack is critical. So here it is. The helmet adds security headers. Cores allows our Android app to make requests. Morgan logs all requests for debugging. Body parser handles JSON payloads up to 10 megabytes. And everything's configured to accept requests from any origin. In production, you'd lock this down to specific domains though. Then we have authentication. So authentication has three parts: the auth middleware, we have the registration, the register, and the login. For the middleware, we have the JWT tokens that extracts requests, headers, verifies them, and blocks unauthorized access. The registration, here it is, validates name, email, and password, hashes password with bcrypt, never store plain text, inserts user into Superbase, returns JWT token, which is valid for 7 days, and then for the login, we find users by email. We compare the passwords and hash with bcrypt. That returns then a new JWT token. Yeah, and then the trail endpoint Sean will do.
Okay, so there are two main trail endpoints. Is the API trails with smart proximity filtering. It fetches all the trails from the database that we have put into for mark data. If you pass coordinates like longitude and latitude, it calculates the distance using a Haversine formula and filters trail within the range of sorts by proximity. So it filters trails that are close to proximity to your location, which is enabled. Adds hiking duration using Nasmyth's rule, 5 kilometers per hour plus 10 minutes per elevation, for example. And also, it's perfect for trails near me features. The get API trails returns full trail details, including points of interest and the math year trail. Harvesting gives accurate distances accounting for Earth's curvature. And then the reviews and favorites are its user reviews. So the post API trails reviews, which is also in there, protected endpoint. It's a protected endpoint and requires authentication for to use. So it's per user. And it accepts 5 photos per multi, so you can add 5 photos per review you leave behind. It then uploads the photos to Superbase storage through our API using Malta, and stores review ratings, comments, and photo URLs for future use. The favorites have 3 operations. It is post to add a favorite, ignores duplicates, so you can only add 1 favorite. Get to fetch all the user's full data, favorite trail data, and delete to remove favorites. So if you unfavorite a trail, then it removes it from database as well. And then offline sync is the coolest feature. You can download a map, and then it will show you offline as well. The users can create favorites and activities offline when they reconnect, post, and then post API sync accepted batches of data and then pushes it. The server iterates through each item. It attempts to insert into the database and then tracks successes and failures, ignores duplicate favorites, and then returns detailed sync reports to the user. The app then deletes successfully synced items from the local storage that we use for offline use. And this is how you build offline. And then Derek will do the utilities and health.
For the utilities and health, there's two utility functions. We have the calculate distance and the estimate hiking duration. For the calculate distance, Haversine formula for accurate GPS distance calculation between two coordinates are used. And for the estimate hiking duration, there's a Naismith's rule distance, which is just the distance divided by 5 kilometers per hour plus elevation divided by 600 meters per height. The health endpoint returns server status. Deployment platforms like render ping. This is to monitor uptime. If it doesn't respond, they automatically restart the server. Global errors handlers catch unhandled errors and return proper HTTP status codes. 404 for not found, 500 for server errors. Yeah, and then for the conclusion, Sean?
Yeah, and that's it. That's our attempt on a professional REST API with JWT authentication with Beachgroup password hashing, photo uploads to Superbase storage, proximity filtering with Haversine formula, offline sync capabilities, and we deployed our server.js on render to always run when someone opens the app.
Yeah,
And that is it.
thank you so much.